Great. Let's get started. Now, you were playing Catra, but do you mind reminding me what class you were? Sure thing. You might remember that every player in Dungeons and Dragons has a certain type, job, or, as we call it, a class that they play as. Each class grants different abilities which can have a big influence on your strategy and playstyle. Paladins are holy warriors who focus on healing, and wizards manipulate the magic of their world. Rogues are the sneaky barbarians. Well, barbarians would benefit. This ringing any bells? Now, you were playing Catra, but do you mind reminding me? Now, your character's growth is going to be a bit different this time around, so we're going to allocate your stats from scratch. Okay, next let's allocate your stats. You want me to explain how stats and dice rolling work in this game? Stats determine what you're good at. Each stat has a use in combat, but they can also apply to role-playing situations and other things you do while adventuring in the world. Whenever you roll the 20-sided die, you'll add whichever stat applies to the roll. So, say you've got a +3 in wisdom and need to see if someone is telling the truth, you would roll the d20 and add 3 to whatever you rolled. That insight check would show how well you're able to read that person's intentions and emotions. Rolling high means you can understand them and see through any lies they might be telling. Rolling low means that you believe whatever they're saying. Within reason, of course. If you roll a 20 on that die, then you'll almost certainly succeed at whatever you're trying to do, or at least get useful info. Let's try an example. You are speaking to a tavern keeper, asking after some local bandits that you've been hired to hunt down. He talks easily enough, but he says that he has no information on these people or where to find them. Okay, you rolled a 10, so add 3 to that. With a 13, you notice him tense and almost physically withdraw when you ask him about the bandits, giving you the sense that he is hiding something and knows more about the situation than he's letting on. That's pretty much it. Rolling a 20 when you hit someone in a fight also counts as a critical hit and doubles how much damage you do to them. Rolling a 1 on that die, though, can be really bad news. Sometimes it just means failing whatever you're doing. Sometimes it means failing so spectacularly that you, I don't know, fall down a flight of stairs, out of a window and into a pen of screaming goats. Okay, probably not that specifically, but you get the idea. You'll also see that your class already has stats that will best support their abilities. How you add your extra stat points is up to you. Do you want to make them better at what they already do, or do you want to balance them out a bit? You'll get more stat points to distribute as we play, so don't worry about this step too much. Great. Now that we've cleared that up, let's start with a little recap. You are playing as Katra, a young adventurer from Nash Kell. Your parents tasked you to investigate a series of disappearances in your village, suggesting that you speak to the nearby dragon, Endandravir, or Vair for short. However, when you arrived in his cave, you witnessed a horrible scene. Mysterious assailants trapped Vair's soul in a coin and stole his body away after infecting it with some sort of parasite for their own nefarious purposes. The villains then misplaced the coin, and you, upon touching it, found Vair's soul forced into your own body. Note that Vair can talk to you, but only you can hear him. You return to your village only to find it set ablaze by the same people who had trapped Vair. They seem to be hunting you while everyone in your entire village, including your parents, have gone missing. As the pair of you set off on a journey to restore Vair to his body and rescue the missing townspeople, you begin exploring the world outside of your village for the first time. You too meet new allies, battle surprising and challenging enemies, and eventually learn of a coming calamity. While your relationship with Vair is rocky at first, you both find a strange comfort in one another's company, despite your unusual circumstances. Vair, however, has a terrible fear of small spaces and confinement, as they remind him of being rendered helpless while having his soul ripped from his body and stuffed into a coin. We rejoin our heroes after having faced the mage who stole Vair's body. But this story isn't about him. No, this is about your deal with Thesserai, Archmage and the Sage of Magic at Candlekeep. After you were arrested for sneaking into Candlekeep's inner ward, Thesserai offered to dismiss the charges and even help you to put Vair's soul back into his body in exchange for help with a task. Now that you have completed Thesserai's request, you return to the Great Library, where the powerful wizard awaits. After reporting to him, he reveals that those responsible for Vair's predicament may be a cult that worships insane, horrifying gods from beyond the stars called Elder Evils. He even has a lead on something that may help separate your soul from Vair's. Before you leave, though, it seems that he has another matter of great importance to discuss.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Before you head off to Icewind Dale, there is a favor I would like to ask of you. There's a magical artifact that might as well be a physical representation of chaos and probability, known colloquially as the Deck of Many Things. I've been experimenting with chaos magic for the past year or three, and the Deck of Many Things has been integral to my research. Unfortunately, the problem with chaos magic is that it is, well, chaotic. My investigations have been rather fruitful, but one of my experiments may have gone a little, unexpectedly, and now the deck has been scattered all around the Sword Coast, even up to Icewind Dale. I cannot make the trip myself. I have too many responsibilities here, but if you can collect the cards for me, then we can both benefit from whatever magics I uncover in my work. Fortunately, I had the foresight to place tracking spells on each card, partly to see where the cards go after someone draws one. Unfortunately, the tracking is imprecise, so I can only point you in the right direction. That being said, each card is a magical artifact in its own right, and is likely to have attracted some attention. Simply asking around and helping out the locals as you go could be a good way of finding the missing cards. Just don't try to reorganize them. Strange things could happen if you do, ranging from the inconvenient to the levels of horror that are reserved for nightmares and particularly bad advertisements. As a note, though, chaos magic is related to the energies of the outer planes. In other words, this research could be useful in finding out exactly what that masked mage with his little army of eldritch horrors intends to do. It might even help you find Endandravier's body. Just food for thought. Have fun roughing it in the wilds.
Katra, the Deck of Many Things is one of the most legendarily powerful artifacts in all the realms.
I gathered. But what does it actually do?
The Deck of Many Things is a set of cards like those you'd find in a set of playing cards. but each card carries with it a powerful magical effect. Using it is always risky, as some effects can be advantageous, but others disastrous. Few know exactly what the possibilities of its use are, but it is powerful enough to cause untold chaos in the wrong hands. At the same time, in the right hands, it could be the deciding factor in turning the tides of war. We must secure all the missing cards, as much as it pains me to do the bidding of Thessarai.
Yikes. I guess we better get going then.
You again. I can't say I approve of Sage Thessarai's decision to make a deal with you. Makes upholding the law difficult if people think they can just make an agreeable exchange after they commit a crime. Still, perhaps we can get some use out of you. Help make up for the damage you did in the catacombs.
If it will bring me back into your good graces, then yeah, I'll help. What do you need?
Before you illegally entered the city, you might have noticed the small mist-shrouded island near Candlekeep. I need you to go there and lift the curse that keeps a perpetual mist in place. The lighthouse there is entirely obscured, and we need it visible, lest approaching vessels crash into the rocks. We've already had several such losses in the 3 years since this began. This is bad for commerce and an unacceptable hazard. Will you do it?
Is there anything more you can tell me about this curse?
I am afraid not. Our scrying magics will not pierce the fog for some reason. The only thing I can tell you is that we think the curse is related to a ghost ship that washed up on shore around the same time the fog appeared. When we went to investigate the beach ship, there was no crew on board or evidence that they had departed on foot. People avoid the place now, as they think it is haunted or bad luck.
3 years? Why are you only just now trying to take care of this?
We've actually sent people before to investigate. Many were frightened away, some never returned.
And what do I get out of this? Your goodwill?
Yes, plus payment. I do not expect you to risk your life for free, or work at all for free, unless it is to redress your crimes.
I'll look into this for you, but I'm not making any promises. I don't exactly specialize in curses.
That is fine. Information is what we need most of all. Go there, then tell us what you find. Head down to the docks attached to the Court of Air. You will find a ferryman to take you over.
Back turned away so many visitors. Hope the sages figure out these disappearances soon.
Need a lift? Need a lift?
Can I help you with something?
The captain of the guard said that you would take me to that island with the lighthouse on it.
Ah, another one, huh? Hope you have your affairs in order. Seems like half the people I take over there for her never make the return trip.
Yeah, she said something along those lines too.
Huh? Your funeral? Well, come on then. I'll play the part of ferryman to the afterlife again, it seems.
That is disquieting. Perhaps there is a siren about.
A what?
A creature that sings to lure people into danger, usually to run a ship ashore so that it can eat whomever falls in the water. Keep an eye out. They are devious, but not too dangerous in a fight.
These skeletons are still wearing what's left of their armor.
They must be what is left of some of our predecessors, but I cannot tell whether these were avowed soldiers or mercenaries like us.
Like us? I'm not a mercenary.
You agreed to payment from someone you do not owe allegiance to in exchange for risking your life. That makes you a mercenary, especially considering how you are now killing monsters to secure that payment.
That's... okay, that's fair.
It is nothing to be ashamed of.
Ugh. How is that sound supposed to lure anyone? It makes me want to run the other way.
Indeed. Perhaps not a siren, but something else. Look at that wall. Something happened there where that frame hangs.
Indeed, there is a simple frame here, though you do not know what for, and there is some damage to the wall behind it. Looking at this frame, you cannot tell what used to be within. Whatever was here has been too thoroughly destroyed.
Don't like the sound of that.
Nor I. Be careful, child. That is no siren we hear. Cartero, that is a banshee! Block your ears, lest its wail kill you!
It can kill me just by screaming?
Please, I am sorry. I shall not try to hurt you again. My mind is not entirely my own, and I was frightened.
You were frightened? You tried to kill me!
I am sorry. I have been in this state for some time, and it feels like my thoughts become a bit more chaotic and nonsensical with every day. New people surprise me and upset me, especially after some tried to destroy me, and I have been alone for so long.
Who are you? Are you why this fog is always in place? Why won't you let anyone light the lighthouse?
My name is Cylindra. When I was alive, I had a vision for the city, a way to better it. But the sages were not willing to surrender the power they so cherish. I was sentenced by the petty and jealous men who rule Candlekeep to be this lighthouse's keeper for the rest of my days. One night, though, a ship appeared and grazed this island's rocky shore. I watched it happen, looking for any sign of why the crew did not steer away. But instead of men on the decks, I saw rats. Thousands of them. Many fled from the ship and onto the island, swimming to shore before swarming the tower. I locked the doors and heard them scratching and biting at the wood and trying to climb the walls. There was no way out, and I could only sit and listen, trapped. Eventually, I died, and my spirit was bound here by the horror that I had experienced. I cannot leave and am forced to relive those memories every day. It is driving me mad.
Do you know how we could bring you peace? Send you to the afterlife?
No, but I do know how you can free me from this island, at least. There is a circle of stones in the woods where druids sometimes meet to worship and conduct rituals. There is strong magic in that place, and if you burn my bones on the altar, along with a symbol of the event that so cursed me, my spirit will be lifted into the air with the smoke and ash, setting me free from my prison. I will be able to wander the world and leave those terrible memories behind.
What do you mean by a symbol? Any idea what we could use?
The ship that brought the rats here washed ashore nearby. That vessel was the architect of my death and will provide the means of my freedom. Find something unique to the ship, something that shows its identity, like the boards where its name is painted, for example.
All right then. I'll help you.
Thank you. Truly, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Here. I will feel when the deed is done, and both the fog and I shall depart the moment it is, never to return. Farewell.
Child, I would be careful of that one. Banshees are not your average ghost or lost soul, and the stories I have heard are far from flattering. As far as I know, they are always elf women who have been punished for some misdeed. You may want to ask Thesserai about why she was imprisoned here before deciding to loose her upon the world. Closer at the stonework on the city's sages. I could have sworn I saw runes.
I'll
We
think
should
about
determine
it.
their purpose, if any.
Surprised to see you still alive.
There, that figurehead on the ship will do perfectly for dealing with the Banshee Selindra. So you intend to free the Banshee without knowing more about her? I strongly advise reconsideration. Perhaps a visit to Tessera is in order. You are playing with fire.
What will you do? Free the Banshee or send her spirit on to whatever comes next?
Thank you, young one. I shall remember your kindness and thank you for it every day. Perhaps we will meet again someday. Farewell.
I still question whether that was the right thing to do, child.
She seemed nice and sincere. I'm sure she just wanted to be free again. Huh. Felindra dropped one of Thesserai's cards. Maybe she found it washed up on her island. Wonder why she was carrying it around, though. Hoping it would help somehow?
Getting tired of guard duty.
Did you hear about Sage Alathir? The murder?
Yeah, murdered by a ghost in the street.
And now there is talk of this ghost showing up in other places, scaring people and showing
I was wondering when you would return.
Apparently, she's already
It seems that I underestimated you. Truth be told, I half expected you to die or run away when I sent you to investigate the lighthouse. But here you are. The mists are gone and the island seems to be safe again. Thank you for your service to Candlekeep. Your payment, as promised.
If you'd like, we can continue on to more adventures now, or you can continue to explore. You'll always be able to come back later. If you're ready to move on, go speak with the man with the cart. He's a friendly sort, though I can't remember his name.
The Avowed better find a way of dealing with this. For all I know, I'll end up on her list.
From atop the city walls, I saw a tree fall in the forest. But I wasn't there to hear it. Did it still make a sound?
Need a lift?
After reconvening with Thesserai, you learn more about a special artifact that can help separate your and Vair's souls. In pursuit of this item, you board a ship headed for Icewind Dale. Upon arriving at the town of Caer Denival, you are directed to a woman by the name of Helia Goatkicker. She can help you find Nalcra the Storm Giant, who should know something about the artifact according to Thesserai. As you turn to go, however, Helia calls you back to listen to her request.
Oh, yes. One more thing while I've got you here. How'd you feel about helping out the townsfolk by talking to the miserly creep that passes himself off as a lord up in that there castle?
Not exactly a flattering description. Has he done something to anger you?
Aye, me and the rest of the town. This storm you're seeing now, it's been blowing against us for nearly 3 straight months. People are starting to starve here, and even shoe leather and tree bark are starting to look tasty. That Lord Dunwyn, though, he's been eating fine. Plenty of stores and provisions to get him by. But does he share it with his people? Of course not.
And he would listen to me, why?
He might not, but he shut his doors to all the locals on account of so many people asking for his food. We can't even get in anymore. But you're not from here. It's get pretty boring around these parts, so he might just want to chat with you and see what stories you've got from down south.
And if he won't listen?
Then tough luck. It was worth a shot, unless you think you could make him listen, if you know what I mean.
I'll give it a shot. No promises, though.
That's all I'm asking.
Normally, I would say to let the townsfolk fend for themselves or take the food they need from the Lord, but I am curious about this storm. It does not seem natural, though not as intense perhaps as the one Helia told us about that sits in the mountains. Perhaps the Lord can tell us more.
Come on! Any other contenders for the
Wait,
hunt?
Katra,
The
go
pot for
back.
this
I
wager's
noticed
getting
something
pretty big.
strange. It might be worth investigating.
While investigating the inn's wall, you knock on a section of stone on a whim, only to find that it is not stone, but cleverly it also sounds hollow. A moment later, you discover a small hidden button. Pressing it, a panel in the wall slides open silently, revealing a staircase into a dim basement.
That is intriguing. While I cannot say that going down there is a particularly good idea, I, for one, will probably be tormented by curiosity if we do not.
Part of me agrees with you.
Who are you? You looking to join the hunt?
Hunt?
The hunt for the Red. So, what do you say?
What test?
Well, we're hunting on our own.
Yeah, what's the test?
Great! Go in there and click the big sound fair.
Piece of cake.
Oh. Come on, there's got to be another hunter or two out there who want to join the chase.
This is not what I expected. Then again, I'm not sure what I was expecting in the first place.
Is this a trophy room? Weird things to keep.
I see something of a commonality between them, though. Contra, it might be best to leave. Whoever keeps these could prove rather dangerous. Where did he come from?
I certainly hope that satisfying your curiosity was worth the price you must pay for trespassing here.
Oh, I feel sick. What did you shoot me with?
A rather potent poison from my days of robbing and killing kings.
What?
What, you feeling a temporary short-lived effects? You'll return to normal soon enough, but if you do not receive the antidote soon, you may start to notice some sweating and difficulty breathing. When that happens, you'll know that you'll soon die.
I'm sorry for barging in. Please, do you have the antidote?
Not with me. I keep it separate and hidden, just in case someone like you decided to take it by force. If you want it, you'll have to do something for me first.
I'll do it! I'll do it, please! I'll do anything! Just don't let me die!
I understand that the situation is dire, but this is rather pathetic, Contra.
There's a one-legged man in Caer Dineval who tends to loiter around the docks. His name is Kirst McGurney. You gotta find him and retrieve his wooden leg. I don't care how.
What do you want with his leg?
It is not your place to ask questions. Find the leg, bring it to me, and then I'll give you the antidote. Those are the terms. Now get out of my sight, unless you want to wait for the poison to take effect and simply die here instead.
Contra, you had best hurry. There is no telling when the poison will take its hold.
And don't think of asking for help or telling anyone about this. You will not see me, but I will be watching you.
I can swear that I feel his eyes on us now, but I have no idea from where.
The cold doesn't bother me anymore.
There he is. How do you want to go about this?
Some nights I'm jealous of the prisoners up in Revel's End. At least they get fed and have good shelter.
Greetings, traveler.
Who goes there? A traveler from the south. I heard that the lord of this castle is in need of reliable news from beyond the Dale.
Yeah, who cares if it's reliable? You can tell me that the new Lord of Neverwinter is a giant bunny. I'll take whatever stories I can. And I'd wager his lordship would too. Hold on a minute. Please tell me you've got something good for us. It's been about as dull in here as my brother-in-law ever since the blizzard set in. Actually, save it. Just come with me and I'll take you to his lordship.
So you're the newcomer. Welcome. Welcome. I must say, it's been some time since we've had guests. What can I do for you?
I offer news and stories from the south, though ask in exchange that you open your food stores and share with the people of Kier Denival, who are on the brink of starvation.
Not another... Listen, I do not know what you've heard in town, but we're only doing marginally better up here. I have enough provisions for my family and staff to last us a few more weeks, yes. But we are rationing the food and haven't any to spare.
Ration food for several weeks is still better than nothing, which is what your people have.
I'm aware. I'm also aware that if my soldiers and staff aren't fed, then they won't be able to fend off a hungry mob. Heck, if they're not fed, they might join the mob. Even if I gave them everything right now, it wouldn't even provide a single full meal for every person in Kier Denival. Either way, people will be hungry. And sooner or later, I expect the hungry masses to appear at my door with knives and pitchforks in hand. Commoners always think that their lords have food and wealth hidden away.
Then what have you done to fix this problem?
Nothing. What can I do? I don't have the power to change the weather.
But it cannot be natural. No storm lasts for months on end.
You would think, but here we... Actually, now that I get a better look at you with your weapons and whatnot, you strike me as a sellsword, or adventurer if you prefer that term. If you could find a way to end this blizzard and prove that you ended it, I'll be happy to reward you handsomely for your service. And it will go a long way toward ending our food shortage.
Ask if he has any notion as to where the storm came from. These things often accompany an event or are caused by a creature or curse.
Do you have any idea as to what might be causing the storm?
I haven't the foggiest, but we're grasping at straws here. There's a lumberjack who's been reviving some old wives' tale about the frozen matron.
What's that?
Like I said, a wives' tale. A local superstition and fable about some grandmother in the mountains who helps a town in times of need. Complete rubbish. Though there may be a grain of truth to it. He could tell you the rest, I'm sure, but been only too eager to harp on about it whenever he stops by the end, as I understand.
Right then. I'll be back once I know more.
I can swear that I feel his eyes on us now, but I have no idea from where. There he is. How do you want to go about this?
I'll talk to him first. See if he'll give it up on his own.
Eh? Who are you? What do you be wanted from old Kirst?
I want your peg leg, and I'll be taking it one way or another. So are you going to make this easy? Or am I going to have to
Who are you now? Well,
How about I pay you for the leg? How much do you want for it?
200 gold pieces. Right here. Right now.
You know what? I don't have time.
I can't feel the few toes I have left.
I have the leg. Do you have the antidote?
I do. I must say that was a rather unorthodox way of climbing the leg, but it was interesting to watch. Now give me the leg.
The barkeep takes the leg from you gingerly and with great reverence, as if accepting a holy relic before setting it aside and handing you a small vial.
Here. That's because it is vinegar.
Oh. Wait, so I'm not poisoned? What about the sweating, though?
Oh, you were probably just getting nervous. I mean, I'd be sweating too if I thought I was gonna die.
So, wait, you weren't going to kill me? But what about all this stuff down here? Don't you kill people?
Oh no, my killing and stealing days are long behind me. I came to Icewind Dale to escape the law. I keep these trophies and remembrances, but I swore to never kill again if I could avoid it. That being said, Kirst hasn't paid his bar tab in over 2 months. It was really making me reconsider that oath. Then you came along and I figured this would send the message once he finds out where his leg is. He'll probably buy it back for, say, half again what he owes me. Or maybe I'll just keep it. Might be another fun little trophy. But seriously, though, if you ever tell any of the authorities that I'm here, or I ever find a bounty hunter sniffing around this basement, I will find you and I will kill you. So don't do that, all right?
But you... the dart... I'm just gonna leave now.
You'll do that. Though before you do, take this. Well, token of appreciation for your performance. Oh, I'm gonna remember that fondly until the day I die. Now get going. I need to figure out what to do with this.
He just gave us one of the missing cards. Maybe he heard that we're looking for them. But just how much does this guy know?
An adventurer! I give you 2 days before you're gone or dead.
Need a lift?
And who might you be? Haven't seen your face before. At least not as I remember.
I was told you might have some information about this blizzard. Something about an old woman in the mountains?
Ah, good. Someone else who will help me to convince Dunwyn to send someone to look for her.
Can you tell me about her? You think she can help with the blizzard?
Aye, for she has in the past. Back when my gran was but a girl, she and everyone in town sat through a blizzard twice as fierce and long as this one. They knew an old wise woman, though, one that lived in the mountains. She said that she would calm the storm, so long as the townsfolk gave her 13 babies to take as her own. Well, they brought them, and the next day, the blizzard was gone. But when someone went to thank the woman, they found that she and the children were gone too.
And you think she might be back?
If we ever needed her, it'd be either now or maybe another 2 weeks down the line when we're starting to think seriously about munching on each other. So yeah, I'd well imagine she'd come back for something like this.
Where's her cave supposed to be?
East of this mill, across the water from us, and tucked into the mountains.
Right. I'll see if I can find her.
On your own? Really should be getting a group together from the castle for this. Have some support. But, well, if you're sure, good luck. Can't let a bit of weather get in the way. Work hard and you'll keep
Perhaps
warm.
I am jaded and paranoid, but I would be careful while looking for this wise woman. There's every chance that she's the benevolent, motherly figure the lumberjack describes, but there's also a good chance that she's not so goodly as that. There are plenty of opportunists in the world.
Can't let a bit of weather get in the way. Work hard and you'll keep warm.
me like that. Not your place to question me, child.
It is when you do something foolish. And do not call me a child.
I will. You love it to act like one. $200 but you still have not learned patience, girl.
Patience is only worthwhile if it will earn a reward. You're just wasting time.
This is worse than I'd thought. Katra, those are hags, and I do not mean that to be rude. They are evil witches that feed on misery and conduct foul rituals and spells. I've not seen this type before, but I have heard of them. Burr hags. These...
Why do we even need more of us? You cast out the others centuries ago. It is only us left.
It is good to have sisters and daughters throughout the world. They will help us, a network of us to assist in times of need.
Or to stab us in the back when it is most convenient. Speaking of which, what happened to that wretch, Dringak? Where is she?
Here. I found a little mouse listening in at our door.
And what might the little mouse want of us? Pray tell.
Katra, this is a coven. Just one hag would probably be enough to summon the storm. With the three of them together, though,
I came to ask you to please stop the storm that's surrounding Kir Denival.
See? I told you that they would remember me. Better that they come asking for help than I go and offer it. Well then, I would be happy to help, as we do indeed have the power.
Do not listen to her, Katra. We have no idea what they would do to those children, but you can be...
You're the ones responsible for this blizzard, aren't you? If this same thing happened when you were last here, then...
Oh, a perceptive one.
How about, instead of giving you the children, you end this storm that you've brought, leave...
Or else what? You'll kill us?
It crossed my mind.
Very well. Go on. Do... I think that's enough, daughters. You see, child? True. We will offer you an alternative. If you still refuse to bring us the children we ask for, then you may instead perform 3. We are so weak.
And you'll stop the storm?
Yes.
What do you want me to do then?
You must hide a sigil of our design on the
You must bring us the steering mechanism.
And you must bring the purest...
Fine then.
Excellent.
The sigil you are to place on the... And do not even think of altering it.
Now go.
Agreeing to their demands may have been the only way to escape that cave alive, but you cannot actually intend on helping these creatures. These tasks are almost certainly designed to strengthen them somehow, or advance some other evil agenda.
I don't want to, but I don't see any better way. I'm not about to give them babies to do whatever with. We can't just leave the townsfolk to starve. If we don't do this, then someone else will come and give them what they want. Maybe we can find an opening, or some way to sabotage them.
something else that could be a helm, this is the only device available.
Is it magical?
I doubt it. Mind flayers typically abhor magic, depending entirely on their psionic powers.
You mean this entire thing was made and could fly without magic?
Unless you call psychic powers magical, yes.
That's intimidating.
You had best hope that you never have to meet those monstrosities. I am unfamiliar with these crystals. I can sense their power, but am unsure of how they could be used.
If the hags want one, then whatever it is can't be good.
Yes, thank you for stating the obvious. Please, why do you not remind me that the sky is blue?
Well, it isn't now, Vair. There's a storm going on.
You know perfectly well what I meant. I was unsure of what purpose the hag's other tasks had, but watching the druids here use these crystals to power their magic leaves me with little doubt that this one will be turned toward destruction and pain.
If you think this is cold, I survived the Frost Maiden's Rime. Now that was cold.
There, that space behind the crate should do. We had best hope that this by itself has not already caused irreversible damage. There, you have what you need and still no idea of how to defeat the hags.
No.
Well, at least this will get them to stop the blizzard. Hopefully, we should return.
Some nights I'm jealous of the prisoners up in the Rebel's End. At least they get fed and have good
Aha! There you are! And is that all?
Yep. Those monsters won't...
Good! Well, I'd say you've certainly proven your chops. If you want to join the hunt, you're more than welcome.
I still have to pay after all that?
Of course!
Okay.
Great!
It's Katra.
Looks like we've got everyone to give you a starting... Now, go!
My potions are too strong for you, traveler.
Don't try to steal anything. I've got a good memory for faces.
You can't handle my potions. They're too strong for the likes of you.
You don't happen to have any food to spare, do you, traveler?
Consider potions an insurance against dying.
We're having a sale today. Buy one, get one for the same price.
Wait, is that the sound of money?
You can't handle my potions. They're too strong for you.
Oh, the cold doesn't bother me anymore. Levistus watches over me now. My potions are too strong for you, traveler. If you're looking to avoid a painful, gruesome death, you've come to the right place.
Greetings, traveler.
Don't try to steal anything. I've got a good memory for faces.
If you're looking to avoid a painful, gruesome death, you've come to the right place.
Not seen you around before. New to town.
You can't handle my potions. They're too strong for the likes of you.
Not seen you around before. New to town?
We're having a sale. Buy one, get one for the same price.
Well, well, little Catra made it this far, huh? I'd suggest you turn back. It'd be pretty dangerous to go any farther. Threatening? Oh, no. I would never do such a thing. Though, now that you mention it, there is a lot of money riding on this competition. It would only make sense to eliminate some of the other contenders.
I'm not about to give up on this.
didn't expect you to be the first to arrive. Now, that's a pleasant surprise.
Did you put that crystal out there?
Aye, and I've been following this monster around for nearly a year. And I think I managed to get to an attack site before it left. Well, I mean, it ate some caravanners too, but I think that whatever made... Now that we're out in the open, and after following those tracks...
But, well, if it's so unique, maybe we should just let it go. If it's the only one of its kind. Maybe some researcher would be interested in it. We could capture the thing.
Catra, since that beast has appeared, it's sent more people to an early grave than pretty much anything else around here. It's a menace, and I'm not willing to risk it escaping and rampaging if I try to capture it. No, that beast needs to go, for everyone's sake. Ah, now the real fun begins. Get yourself ready, Catra. Since it's the two of us, I'll be glad to split the pot with you once we take this thing down.
As the monster prowls closer, you look between the unique creature and Barnabas. It crosses your mind that you could either help Barnabas to destroy this monster, or you could chase it away before it gets hurt.
What are you doing?
I can't let you kill something as unique as this!
You're insane! It's a man-eater! It'll kill us both! You naive fool.
After Barnabas drops to the ground, the red yeti turns its fierce gaze upon you. When it turns its back to you, the aggression is gone, replaced by suspicion. Slowly, it backs away, never taking its eyes from you, and...
I am not sure if saving that creature was the right thing to do, but it is over now. Let us hope that Barnabas was wrong and had judged it too harshly.
Huh. I should have expected a trophy hunter like Barnabas to have something like a deck of many things card in his collection. Seems like the kind of guy to keep anything rare he can find.
Wait, before you go in, listen to what they're saying. It sounds as though all three of them are in there, so you will likely not be caught off guard again.
But he still has the eye.
And do you propose going to find it?
I propose you going to find it. You are the youngest.
Oh, not this again. We're the same age, you fool. Mother made us at the same time. And if you're so concerned about it, then you should go.
Are you such a fool as to not recognize the danger of leaving it behind?
Oh, well, pardon me, Mother. If I am such a fool, though, I am clearly not qualified for such a task. Perhaps you, O powerful and wise one, should go out and fetch the little monster instead.
Idiot! I have to stay here and maintain the blizzard. One of you shall go.
And isolate one of us. What if a monster should corner us somehow?
How could something corner you on the open ice?
When I go to retrieve the eye from inside that pile of broken planks, something could trap me within.
Katra, I believe that they have lost a hag's eye.
There, I can see them. They have all of their eyes still.
No. It's an item. A powerful token that hags create to spy on other creatures or observe the world from afar. It is powerful and usually well guarded, but it is also a potentially crippling weakness. If you get that eye, you could have the advantage you need to remove these creatures from Icewind Dale once and for all.
Then, they said something about a bunch of broken planks. That doesn't sound like the lumber mill.
No, but I remember a shipwreck fairly near to the mill. It is a tenuous hope, but if the eye is there, this could change everything.
Okay. We need to be quick, though.
Indeed. Hurry.
Servant returns. I trust that you brought what we asked for, else you would not be foolish enough to bother us. An adventurer, eh? I'll give you 2 days.
The caravan's entirely gone. Everyone. That red Yeti again. By the time I got there, it was too late to help. I think it's gotten even stronger, though. It's hard to tell.
It's the second one it's attacked this week. What happened to that hunting party that Barnabas put together?
No one's
care of
seen
that
him or
monster?
most of the other hunters. Guess the Yeti got them too.
Me thought Gark stay here until frozen dead, or until dead things outside eat Gark. Not sure which worse.
You're welcome. Do you know 3 hags who live in this area?
Ah! What? You know mistresses?
No, they did not. I have come because you have something that could help me to kill them.
Kill? You kill?
Yes. Would you give me the eye?
No. You take eye, and they know it, Gark. They kill you.
If you give me the eye, I promise that I have the power to destroy them all for good. You can be free of them.
Life not much good with them anyhow. Here, keep it covered. Keep them blind. Me think Gark tried to live best he can until mistresses find him when you dead.
Yeah, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Good. Now return to the hag's lair and...
Ah, I had not thought. No little Gark in sight? Did you give it to me? Now
I think I'll be keeping it. If you want to live, you should fly far, far away from here.
You really think that you...
Quickly, Kadra, to the other hags. They surely know by now that you have taken the eye. Finish them before they can either escape or ambush you to take the eye back.
Thanks for saving Gark. Gark appreciates it.
The cold doesn't bother me anymore.
We know the child has it.
Dringak could have it. She is stupid enough to put it in her pocket.
But she is taking too long. If she has it, she has betrayed us and taken the eye for herself. And if she does not have it, then the child will surely come here for us.
True. We should prepare.
How? How can we?
Let me think!
It is now or never, Katra. Do not give them time to ready themselves. Destroy the eye and attack.
I can't see! I can't see! My magic is weak, Mother. The child must have killed Dringak.
townsfolk need not live under their tyranny any longer. Now go outside, see what has become of the storm. Excellent.
I'm just glad it worked and that the hags aren't boiling me for their soup or something. Let's get our reward and put this behind us.
Wait, is that the sound of money? We're having a sale.
An adventurer, eh? I'll give you 2 days before you're gone or dead.
Careful how many potions you drink at once. You'll feel like death the next day otherwise.
I figured that you would return as soon as the blizzard abated. Well, if you expect to take credit, you had best have proof.
There was a coven of hags in the mountains. They're part of that story the lumberjack was telling, and were controlling the weather. You can find 2 of their bodies still in the cave, along with their equipment for spells. The third one is probably still on the ice by the shipwreck.
Very well. I'll send a team to verify this immediately. But if it turns out you just killed some old women and decorated the place to make it look like an evil den, then there will be rather harsh repercussions.
Huh. Hadn't even considered that possibility. Maybe you should have brought one of their heads.
Over the next few hours, you chat with Lord Dunwind, giving him the tales and news from the south that you had offered when you first arrived at the castle. When the expedition returns, they seem cold, tired and shaken.
They were telling the truth. We found the cave and those creatures. They certainly weren't human. At least I sincerely hope no human could look like that. And the one by the shipwreck? Not even the crag cats would touch it. If the story is true about giving children to those creatures,
Seems that I should have given that fairy tale a little more credence, and it also seems that I owe you a reward. Thank you for helping us, truly. Now that the storm is over, life can go back to normal, and the unwashed masses will finally leave me alone again. Safe travels.
Looks like Lord Dunwin gave us one of Thesserai's cards. An extra gift, or does he think it's junk that he can foist on us? Doesn't matter.
Whenever you're ready, go speak to the man with the cart to continue your adventures. Of course, there may still be more to do here. You can also go and revisit Candlekeep if you like. The choice is yours.
Need a lift?
An adventurer! I give you 2 days before you're gone or dead.
Need a lift?
You don't happen to have any food to spare, do you, traveler?
Having retrieved the artifact which will put Vaye's soul back into his body, you must now actually find Vaye's body to use it. After being attacked by the elder evil cult's minions at the dwarf settlement, Kelvin's Cairn, you follow a lead on their hideout to the great dwarven city of Mithril Hall. Mithril Hall is a major hub of industry and wealth, but sometimes has run-ins with the terrifying things that live deep below them in the Underdark, including the Dark Elves, known as Drow. Though a few Drows seek to flee their evil society and wicked deity Lolth, there is much distrust between the refugees and the dwarfs. During another close call with the authorities, you meet Tordek, the commander of Mithril Hall's garrison, and his rather stuffy wizard friend, Fengir. They eventually give you a team and resources to infiltrate the cult's secret hideout in the Underdark so that you might retrieve Vaye's body. As you are getting ready to head out, though, you overhear a heated conversation with Tordek and a drow you do not recognize.
Please, Tordek. Please, just a couple of your fighters. Even just one will be such a boon to help us home.
I'm sorry, Althea. I sympathize with your plight, but the city might as well be under siege right now. I need every soldier here.
I'm sorry, stranger, but I'm in the middle of something.
I heard. Mind if I ask what the problem is?
It's a family matter. Some of my brothers and sisters are trying to escape Menzoberranzan and live with me here in Mithril Hall. It's a long and perilous road, though. They only know part of the way, and the Underdark is even more dangerous now than it usually is.
Which is really saying something, and a big part of why I cannot condone sending any of my soldiers down there for any reason other than ensuring the city's safety. Besides, from what I know of Lolth, the jealous deity will send hunters and soldiers after your family and kill anyone who gets in the way.
Could I help? I'm a decent fighter, and I'm not one of Mithril Hall's soldiers, so I can go wherever I like.
I suppose I have nothing against it. You'll be taking your life into your own hands, but from what you've told me, that isn't unfamiliar to you.
Why would you help, though? You don't even know me.
Anyone should have the right to leave their home if they want to, and I'm going into the Underdark anyhow. Might as well go with a partner to watch my back while I get a better feel of the dangers there.
That is quite kind, and I promise that I will repay that kindness once my family is safely in Mithril Hall and away from Lolth's servants. So, do my siblings have permission to enter the city?
They do. But I will remind you again how much work all of you will have to do to earn our trust. You will all be under observation for years and not given full civilian privileges right away. Even after the vetting process, even for years after they legally become residents, you will all likely be treated with suspicion and perhaps even hostility.
After these last 12 years, I would know that better than you, Tordek.
Right. I'm sorry. I just want to remind you of what it was like when you first got here and say that the treatment might be even worse. I wish it was otherwise, but we found spies and assassins among Drow refugees before. A group of Drow coming together from Menzoberranzan will raise more eyebrows than your solo arrival did.
I know, and they do too. But anything is better than living in that treacherous, miserable city.
All right, then. You have my permission and my blessing. Please be careful out there, though.
I will be. Thank you, Tordek.
Katra, a moment, please. A word of warning. I trust Althea, as she has done more for both me and Mithril Hall than your average dwarf, but her family, they are strangers. Do not be cruel to them, but be careful. The Drow that live under Lolth's influence are some of the most capable liars and assassins in the world, and family means little more than a political affiliation to most denizens of Menzoberranzan. Now go. Keep Althea safe.
Careful which tunnel you go down. Some lead deep into the Underdark.
Careful around the Dark Elves. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them was responsible for the disappearances.
Sorry, I don't talk to outsiders. Suspicious. Another long day of mining.
Sorry, but I don't talk to outsiders. You don't need the dwarves getting even more suspicious of me.
All this talk of dragons reminds me of the day when Shimmerglue, the shadow dragon, once stole this hole from us.
Careful which tunnel you go down. Some lead deep into the Underdark.
Need something. I don't have much, but...
Another long day of mining. I could use a drink.
Sorry, but I don't talk to outsiders. Only the dwarves getting even more suspicious of me.
Need something? I don't have much, but I'm happy to share.
Feel like the dwarves are always watching me. Still, better here than Menzoberranzan.
Need something? I don't have much, but I'm happy to share.
Need a lift?
If you're looking to avoid a painful, gruesome death, you've come to the right place.
Another long day of mining.
My family has agreed to meet near a volcanically active spot near the city, since they know how to get there and are confident that they can slip past the resident monsters on their own. We'll rendezvous with them there and fight off anything that tries to stop or eat us on the way back, okay? Let's get going. Did you hear some...
Katra? Oh no. Katra, listen to me. You have to resist them. Katra, we need to get out of here. Now! Katra!
Everyone out! The other mind flayers will have felt the one controlling you die and know you're free now. Run! Get out while you can! Katra, come on. I know the way out. That was not part of the plan. I'm sorry. I couldn't stop them from taking you when they attacked. I never would have had a chance, so I hadn't followed them until there was a chance to get you out.
It's not your fault. Thank you for saving me. I really don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't.
You're welcome. We agreed to watch out for each other down there, and I'm not about to abandon the one person who was willing to risk themselves for me and my family. I learned better than that even before I escaped Loth. Do you think you're okay to travel? I don't know how disorienting or painful being under a mind flayer's influence is, so just tell me if we need to find somewhere to lay low for a time.
I'm fine. Just rattled is all. Let's go get your family.
They're not here. We must have arrived first. We will wait for a time.
How long will we stay here?
Not very. I'm hesitant to stay anywhere in the Underdark for too long, especially if House Fandry is already pursuing my siblings. Hopefully they haven't been delayed too long. Then again, when anything goes wrong, I tend to feel a little...
Get Drow! Bring back Drow!
Katra! Bringing back Drow. Katra, I think... I knew it! Servants of Loth! Those monsters must have been their servants, but the ogre ruined the ambush by charging in early. Those drow, though, they were wearing the emblem of House Vandry. My house. They must be here to take my siblings back. But if they're out here and my family isn't, either they knew about the meeting and were waiting for me, or my family hasn't made it here yet. Not pleasant options. We have to find my siblings and flee. Come on. There they are. Katra, in the middle. Help them. Felociel, Elnavier, Ivelios, Quilanthe. I'm so happy you're all safe.
Sister, we were frightened for you. When the soldiers found us, we thought for certain that you had been taken too.
They tried, and it was close. But come on, we must fly, lest more of your pursuers find us here.
Agreed. Our reunion can wait. Lead the way.
Katra, you go ahead. Make sure there isn't anyone waiting for us while I get everyone on their feet again.
Right. What are you doing?
It seems fairly obvious to me.
This is not your business, human. Return to your surface world, unless you wish to be dragged back to Menzoberranzan, alongside this one here before we sacrifice her to Lolth for her sins.
You cannot seem to figure out what they are doing. Though Felociel seems to be enjoying her moment of triumph, the others keep their feelings masked.
Why would you do this? Althea was trying to help you.
Help us? If she wanted to help us, she never would have left. It's bad enough for a house when any of its members defect, but to lose one of House Vandry's leading priestesses? It could spell our doom!
She's a priestess of Lolth?
Didn't mention that, did she? Well, she was. Nearly every female is, but she was in line to be the next ruler of House Vandry. Because of her, though, our house has lost Lolth's favor. Without her favor, most of our magics do not work, and every rival house now has an excuse to wipe us out. They could find a weakness in our defenses any day. And if we do not bring this traitor back and sacrifice her to appease Lolth, all of our house will burn.
You could lie then. Just say that you killed her and left her body in the tunnels. Or maybe say she was eaten. You don't have to kill her.
Yes, we do. Lolth is a master of lies and deception. Even if she did not have her divine vision, she would know that the traitor still lives and my siblings and I would be destroyed. Painfully.
She has risked everything to help you escape that place. Althea has been happier living with the dwarves than she ever was in House Vandry, and she wants to share that with you. Please.
There is no escape from Lolth. She can wait centuries, millennia, and her hatred and spite are eternal. She never forgets a slight and the horror she could inflict when she caught us.
The male is right, human. Besides, I would never abandon the power that my lady has granted me. Perhaps she will offer me even more once I sacrifice you on her altar. Take them!
you okay? Can you walk?
Yes. Paralyzing venom. It's wearing off.
Not seen you around before. New to town?
Althea, what happened? You said that 4 of your siblings were coming back with you.
Things got complicated. My sister betrayed me, and I just want to go home.
Oh, my dear girl. I am sorry.
Thank you. I suppose I should be thanking you, too. I know you saved me, but you still... what you did to Felociel. My head understands that it was necessary, but my heart still bleeds. It doesn't make sense, but that is simply the way it is. Hopefully someday I will be able to look at you without seeing my sister's last moments, but it will take some time. I am grateful. It's just hard to express that right now. Please, take your reward. I've a lot to think about. Goodbye.
Do you think she's going to be okay?
No, not for some time. But she is home, and she is safe, and she is with friends. Hopefully that will be enough to see her through.
Didn't expect her to pay us with one of Thesserai's missing cards, though. Maybe she pulled it off of her sister after the fight. Can't blame her for not wanting it.
You gave me quite the fright. You're almost as sneaky as that dark elf Deward and what's his name?
Sorry, but I don't talk to outsiders. Don't need the dwarves getting even more suspicious of me.
Not seen you around before. New to town?
Careful which tunnel you go down. Some lay deep into the Underdark.
If you're looking to avoid a painful, gruesome death, you've come to the right place.
Oh, hello again. I'm sorry for how we parted last time. My sister's betrayal affected me more than I would have expected, I suppose.
My potions are too strong for you, traveler.
You can't handle my potions. They're too strong for you.
We're having a sale. Buy one, get one for the same price.
Well, if you're looking to avoid a painful, gruesome death, you've come to the right place.
Oh, excuse me, but is something the matter? A human? Oh, don't see many of your kind around here. What makes you say something's the matter? Well, you're talking to yourself kind of heatedly. Something about someone coming home? Well, if you're being nosy about it, maybe you could help me. My older brother's been missing for a couple months now, and that layabout, Tordek, stopped sending search parties for him. Says my brother's dead, but I'll believe that when I see the body. Besides, I haven't seen any of these search parties myself. How do I know Tordek's actually sent anyone? You think he's lying about that? I think it's a possibility. My brother was trying to become the king's next advisor, since the one we have now is a bit long in the tooth, if you know what I mean. Lots of people would want the king's ear. I wouldn't be surprised if Tordek didn't want the competition for influence. Or maybe someone else bribed him into sweeping the investigation under the rug. Now that my brother's gone, though, people are starting to come up with nasty rumours about him. So what do you want me to do about it? You're an outsider, so you don't have a stake in any of this political nonsense. If you're the one looking, I don't need to worry so much about you feeding me lies. Best place for you to start would be talking to Oleg. He's a guard and friend of mine. He was on the duty roster when those supposed search parties went out, but he's been avoiding me ever since. Maybe you can get him to talk, though. Say Brindle sent you, and remind him that he owes me a favour. Right, I'll see what I can do, but no promises. 2 months is a long time to be missing. I know, but even if he is dead, I want to know how all this happened. Put the rumours to rest. Might be paranoid, but I'd swear more people are looking at me funny every day.
I feel like the dwarves are always watching me. Still, better here than Menzel.
I swear I heard a dragon.
Ah, Katra. If you have some time, I'd like to talk about hiring you for a little job.
And what would that little job involve?
I need a particular type of mushroom for a potion that I'm working on. They could be found in something of a mushroom forest down in the Underdark, but, well, if I'm being candid, I would probably get eaten or find some other horrible fate if I went down there myself. You, however, seem quite capable when it comes to handling monsters in the wilderness, so you go in, fetch the mushroom I need, and I'll reward you upon your return. Sound fair?
Yeah, might as well.
Excellent. I look forward to your return.
So what does it look like?
Oh, you'll know it when you see it. Tends to stand out.
Always talk of dragons reminds me of the name Once stolen his
There, that looks like what the dwarf was it described.
Gotta say, this has actually been one of the easier jobs we've taken on. Wish more of them could be like... Oh, disgusting.
We got lucky. Those spores might have been toxic, but you are still standing.
They still might have been. We should hurry back, just in case I start to get sick. Vaer, am I imagining things? Or is this cave starting to look different?
No, Katra, it is not just you. Perhaps you had best find...
What is that?
I do not know.
Sounds like people. I'm going to check it out.
Hail! How might I be of service?
Brindle sent me to ask about her missing brother. She thinks that you might know something, or at least where to look.
Oh, you'll matter help me. I told...
She's still looking for closure either way. She said to remind you of some sort of favor you owe her to?
Ah, she can't ever just let things slide, can she? Always keeping a tally. All right, how's this sound? We've got a few monsters crawling around these here aquifers, and I was sent to help clear them out. There are a lot more than we'd expected, though, and my backup is hours late. You help me get rid of the monsters, and I'll tell you what I know. Though Brindle's not gonna like what she hears.
Okay, I'll help. I could do some exercise anyhow.
Ah, no, that's the spirit. Come on then, let's have a bit of fun, shall we? Finally!
Glad to help. Now, about Brindle's brother.
Listen. She's got it in her head that there weren't ever any search parties looking to begin with. Not sure where she got that idea from, but there were. Except they weren't search parties, and it was before Björnik ran off. Tordek had actually ordered him arrested, but didn't say for what. The king approved it, though, so he did as we were told. Wanted it done quietly. So he had some of his soldiers try to grab him while he was still in the castle. I wasn't there, but he apparently escaped and ran off. Ended up going into the Underdark to get away. More searches were sent to bring him back, but they never found him. And if he ever tried to come back into the city, there's a standing order to arrest him. We were supposed to keep that quiet, but you can't keep a secret with that many people involved. I bet Brindle's heard some snips and pieces of it by now. Probably what has her up in arms again.
Is there anything else you can tell me?
Nothing, really. Not even trying to be secretive. That's just all I know. You ask me, though, he was a thinker, not a fighter. He was probably eaten down there in the tunnels within minutes. Although apparently they lost him somewhere high up in the nasty lakes, if that makes a difference.
Well, thanks anyway. I'm down in the Underdark a fair amount, so I'll keep an eye out for him. Or whatever's left of him.
Good luck, but I wouldn't hold me breath.
That's Zira! What's he doing here? Hang on, I'm coming!
Katra! Help me!
Get away from him! No! No, no, no! Monsters! You'll pay for that! Eric. I can't believe he was here, and then he... Where's the villagers? I have to help them!
Yes, but something is strange. Why are they here?
Oh no. Everyone, get behind me! Come over here, I'll protect you! Hey! Monsters, look at me! Forget about them! Come get me instead!
sorry, Katra. You did what you could.
And it wasn't enough! I was here, and it didn't matter! Everyone's got it! Why? Why didn't it make a difference?
Katra, please. I understand that you're upset, and you have every right to be. But we are still in danger. We cannot afford to have you acting out of rage or despair.
Bayer? Bayer? What's happening? Bayer! Talk to me! What the? How did I get... Bayer, what happened?
There you are. I was wondering when you'd get back.
Dad?
I need you to run over to the Guilfords across town. They said they'll have payment for those chairs I made them.
Dad, how are you alive? I just saw you and Mom. The star spawn. Where's Mom? What's happening? Katra, you don't need to make such a big racket. And what's this about us dying? Were you dreaming and woke up too quickly? You used to have the most vivid dreams as a kid. No, I'm not dreaming. Well, I saw it though. I was fighting to try to save you and the other villagers, but I...
Take a breath. It's fine. You can see that nothing's happened. Then again, nothing ever happens here. Must be a nice change after all that time with Vair in your head. But still, if you could get that money for me, I'd really appreciate it. My back and knees are giving me grief, and I want to make a serious dent in the commissions I'm working on today.
Okay. I love you too. We love you too, honey. Just be back soon if you want to have any dinner. What? Is this... I don't understand. Vair, can you hear me?
I never get tired of views like this.
Thesarai, what are you doing here? Did you do this? Are you teleporting me around?
Kids, we walked here. Getting elevation sickness or something? Not that high up. Look at all of that, though. The whole wide world laid out at our feet. Anything we can see, we can investigate. Anywhere that catches our eye becomes a destination. Or, well, more for you, I guess. I'm still stuck in Candlekeep. How do you like the adventuring life, though? Dangerous, to be sure, but the freedom seems to suit you. And you've made more money than I expect you ever even dreamed of while growing up in that tiny village.
Listen, I'm very confused right now. Something's happening and I don't know why, or how I got here, or... I can't hear Vair either.
Of course you can't. You two restored him and went your separate ways months ago. Are you feeling well? You seem to be acting a bit off. Anyhow, have you decided where you're going next?
I'm still trying to figure out where I am right now. That's all right, you have to help me. Ow! Now where am I? This is... Oh no.
Katra, it's over. You are all...
Vair?
At last. I was shouting for you during that whole vision, but you could not hear me. No matter what I said, you seemed to think I was gone.
You weren't?
No, nor was any of that real, I don't think.
But it hurts. I can still feel their claws and teeth.
You are unharmed, and you are safe. Or, well, as safe as anyone could be while alone in the Underdark. Still, I think that the pain will fade as your mind reorients to reality.
Vair, what in the world happened? I don't understand. There was so much, and it was real, but you're saying it wasn't, and I'm alive, and we're still in the cave, but...
It was a hallucination, an illusion. I believe that those spores we inhaled earlier might have caused us to see things that were not there.
Why did I see what I did? I'm still so confused.
I believe that you saw what some part of you has been dwelling on, even if you did not realize it. What your life has become or could be.
But why did I think I was dying?
You know how much danger you have faced. You know that death is a close companion when you adventure. On some level, you must understand that most adventurers, they do not die in their beds. You can only tempt fate and test your luck so many times before the worst eventually happens.
I was trying not to think about that. I'm doing this because I have to.
But what about when we have completed our mission? What will you do then? Continue to adventure? Return to your quiet life with your family?
I don't know. I haven't thought much about it that far ahead. It's just... I know doing this sort of work is...
No, but it is not uncommon. Accidents, traps, bandits. There are many dangers. Things that would not likely factor.
Yeah.
Will you be okay?
I think so. I'm just a bit shaken, I think. It was a lot.
If you are safe to travel, we should probably return to Fengir then. It would be wiser to rest and recover in Mithril Hall rather than down here.
Right.
The inscription reads, I, Bernig of Mithril Hall, leave these words as testament to my fate. Whoever reads this, know that I have been betrayed by Tordik, commander of the garrison. I had pressed for a way to strengthen our defences, but the petty, fickle coward refused the proposal and tried to have me arrested. He pursued me through these tunnels, wounded me, and left me to die down here. If you are a friend of the dwarfs, I hid a box in a nearby putrid lake. Retrieve and return it to my home so that the inscription ends abruptly.
He was unable to finish his message.
But the important parts are there. Did Tordek seem like the type of person to betray someone or make a power grab?
No, but people change when power and competition are involved. It is impossible to say how he might have acted outside of this accusation we have read.
Björnig certainly seemed confident in his estimation. Enough so that he spent his dying moments cursing the commander.
Anger and despair can likewise change a person. I would treat these words with some suspicion. They are far from unbiased.
Fair. Well, let's see what he left in the lake. Just hope I don't have to swim in that mess to get it. Is it just me, or does it look like something was dragged out of the mud there?
I see it too, and I think that you are correct. There are tracks leading from the water too.
Do you think it's Björnig's box?
This seems as good a lead as any.
It's worth a shot, I guess.
After checking the traps and before you can further inspect it, the runes on it...
Do you think the rocks were charging it or something?
No. This area looks more like a summoning...
Give me them.
Skimming through the notes in this box, they seem to focus on them. The annotations on the side occasionally mention places in Mithril Hall.
I think that we had best speak with...
Agreed. I was trying to avoid that in case Brindle was right and he's done something wrong. This makes me...
Careful around the Dark Elves. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them was responsible.
Welcome back. Do you have the ingredient I asked for?
Yeah.
Wonderful. And a good one, too.
No.
Well then, if I ever need something like this again, here's your reward. Thank you again.
Katra, I know that what you experienced in the Mushroom Forest was overwhelming. I may not be the best at this, but if you should ever want to talk about it, I will listen.
Okay. I'll think about it. Thanks, Fire.
Well done. More cards for the deck. You're almost there. If you're ready to continue, speak with the man with the cart. Or you can continue exploring here or anywhere else you've been so far.
Oh! You gave me quite the fright. You're almost as sneaky
I feel like the dwarves are...
Katra, what can I do for you?
Can you tell me what happened with someone named Björnig?
His sister asked you to investigate this, didn't she?
And if she did?
Then she doesn't know when to quit or let things lie. She's been hounding me about this on and off ever since the incident. However, it is better for her if she lets it drop. And you should too, for her sake.
Actually, we went looking for him. We found his body, a note he left, and, well, he had a box full of stuff about summoning fiends and other creatures from the lower planes.
So that's what was in the box he took with him.
He wrote that you betrayed him, but after finding all of that, we wanted to hear...
Fine. But you should not tell Brindale or anyone else the truth of it, in my opinion. Björnig wanted to be the king's next advisor, and felt he needed to prove himself by doing something significant for the city. I will say in his defense that his heart was in the right place. He was just... obsessive.
What exactly do you mean by that?
He had heard enough stories about the Drow in Menzoberranzan using demons as shock troops and thought that we could do the same. He proposed creating summoning circles at key positions around the city so that we could call upon those monstrosities if the need arose. He needed my help and approval, and I refused him. It was simply too dangerous. I thought he would move on to another project, but I then caught him practicing and summoning a demon on his own in the castle. It was a small thing, and I killed it before it could get loose, but that was the last straw. I tried to lock him in that room so I could get soldiers to take him away quietly, but he escaped, and we had to chase. I managed to put a crossbow bolt in his shoulder, thinking it would slow him down, but we still lost him. We searched, but he managed to cover his trail.
Anything else?
I never told my soldiers why he was being arrested. The only other people who know are the king, his advisor, Fengir, and well, now you. I wanted his reputation and memory to stay intact. He had done good work for Mithril Hall, and I did not want his mistakes to ruin his sister's reputation. Still, it seems the rumour mill is making life harder.
Okay, I think I've heard enough. Or at least enough to tell Brindle.
Would you reconsider?
Why would you want to hide all of this from her, though? How does that help?
It preserves her memory of him. She loved her brother, nearly worshipped him. To be honest, I am relieved he's dead. It would have been much worse had he come back and tried to continue his project. His disappearance makes it easier for Brindale to remember him fondly, rather than as the demon-obsessed fool who nearly brought disaster to our home. Knowing all of that, what will you...
I'm going to tell her that I found his remains, at least. As for the rest, I don't know. Doesn't she deserve the truth?
Aye, but the truth does her nae good. It would just hurt her for no purpose. I'm not going to silence you, but consider that when you speak with her.
Right. I should go see her now. Thank you for helping.
Consider potions and insurance against dying.
Wait, is that the sound of money?
Buy one, get one for the same price.
dark elf doer and what's
Katra,
his name?
before you speak with Brenda, I wanted to say that Tordek had a point. The truth does her no good and will only bring her pain. However, I think that she ought to know what happened, if only so that she does not resent Tordek so much. Either way, it is your choice.
So, have you learned anything yet? Yeah. I'm sorry, Brindle, but your brother is dead. I found his body down in the Underdark with a note he wrote as his dying words. You're not messing with me. Tordek didn't pay you off to say that? No, he didn't. Well, did you at least find out how it happened? He, was working on some really dangerous stuff. He thought he was helping Mithril Hall, but he was working on summoning demons into the city. Thought he could use or control them as a defense against attack, but Tordek told him to stop, but he didn't, and he fled when Tordek tried to arrest him. I'm sorry, but Tordek didn't want you to remember your brother that way, so he asked everyone to keep quiet about it. Here are your brother's notes. Well, that's rich. You expect me to believe that? What kind of a fool do you take me for? And these notes, they prove nothing. You could have made them yourself. No, I'm not letting Tordek's ambition and mind games get the better of me. If you won't help me either, I'll go look for him myself. Here, take your money and get out of here. If you think I'm giving you more after you fed me a bucket of lies, then you've got another thing coming. Just be glad I'm giving you anything, you charlatan. Get out of my sight. I'll bring it back myself. Fine. If you still feel you must, you can find his bones near one of the Underdark's lakes. I wish you the best. I really do. A magical card mixed in with the coins. Did she mean to put this in here? Well, it's ours now. Sorry, just really missing my brother.
Well, if you're looking to avoid a painful, gruesome death, you've come to the right place.
Need a lift? Need a lift? Need a lift?
From atop the city walls, I saw a tree fall.
Getting tired of guard duty. I wonder if it's true when I go back to Smithing.
Need a lift?
After a skillful infiltration of the cult's fortress and an epic battle with the eldritch horror controlling Vair's body, you rescue Vair and all the missing villagers from the vanquished enemy. However, as you defeat the villain, you and Vair receive a terrible vision of a coming calamity. In order to prevent it, the dwarves make you a beautiful weapon made of mithril, but you must have it enchanted. Your journey brings you to the Moonwood and the village of Moonvines, where you hope to find a spellcaster suitable to the task. You also happen to know that the final cards that Tesserae needs are also located somewhere in the forest. Get out there and find them.
Welcome to Moonvines, traveler.
You can't handle my potions. They're too strong for you.
My potions are too strong for you, traveler.
Haven't seen a human
Carry
in
a
these
heavy
woods
burden,
in a long,
adventurer.
long time.
I can tell and do not envy you.
We're having a sale. Buy one, get one for the same price. An adventurer? You'll be sorry if you don't buy some potions before going into the wild.
Be at ease.
Careful.
Servine watches
Wind
over
brings
us.
whispers of a ferocious beast stalking these woods.
An adventurer? You'll be sorry if you don't buy some potions before going into the wild.
Welcome to Moonvines, traveler.